Hi Floppycatters, welcome to our final review video of RAWZ canned cat food with Charlie, Ash, and Addie. I did film this review a little differently to hopefully be as helpful as possible. After 17 years of cat product reviews, I've learned with canned cat food, it's important for fellow cat owners to not only know if it's palatable, but also to know what it looks like inside the can, because most cat owners know what kind of texture their cats like in food. So I filmed each can separately and also filmed the cat's reaction separately for each specific can. Because of my sister's cat's Addie's gastrointestinal disease, Ash and Addie only tried 4 different flavors since Addie is limited in the protein she can have. Charlie, on the other hand, tried multiple different flavors and cans of cat food from RAWZ. His very favorite was the sardines. He finished that full 5-ounce can in one day. Not necessarily in a sitting, but over the course of several hours, he ended up finishing the full can of food. So I knew it was his very favorite. Ash and Addie's favorite was the 96% rabbit, which I've heard from RAWZ is also a very popular choice with other cat owners. Now, Ash did end up having diarrhea. Addie and Charlie did not. So if you have a cat with a more sensitive stomach like Ash, you'd want to slowly transition them onto this food if you're interested in trying it. And when we started by introducing only a tablespoon at a time with Ash, he did not have diarrhea again. So that was our fault for giving him as much as he wanted to eat at first, rather than methodically offering him a tablespoon one week and then the next week maybe 2 tablespoons or every couple days. You need to know your cat to know how to transition appropriately, and RAWZ does have transitioning guidelines if you want to follow those as well. You guys know that I love raw food for cats, but the reason that I transitioned Charlie back to canned is because with his kidney disease and everything, he didn't want to eat raw anymore. So that's why I wanted to feature RAWZ, because it is such a high quality canned cat food. Why? Because the first ingredient is meat. Meat's always the first ingredient, never water, and that's a huge plus for cat nutrition because cats are obligate carnivores. RAWZ uses no carrageenan gum, no gar gum, no xanthan gum. They're completely free of those common thickeners. So it also helps if you have a cat that has allergies to those gums, and those gums aren't good for our cats anyway, so it's just better to avoid them. There's also no BPA used in their can linings, so you don't have to worry about that. Every RAWZ canned cat food is 100% nutritionally complete, meaning that it's providing everything your cat needs for a balanced diet. And what is so cool about RAWZ is that they donate 100% of their profits to great causes supporting cat rescues, service dogs, and people with brain and spinal cord injuries. RAWZ was started by a company with a long history in cat nutrition, and the fact that they donate 100% of their profits shows you that they're not in it for the money. They're in it for cat nutrition. Being able to do this review was a huge honor, and I was trying to look at the negatives because I do want to give you guys the pros and cons. And honestly, the only con that I encountered in this process, and especially when you only have one cat, is the 5-ounce cans. I do wish that RAWZ offered all their formulas in a 3-ounce can as well, or just a 3-ounce can in general. They do offer it in certain flavors or lines of cat food that they have, but it's not in all of them. And that's what I'd like to see, especially for people like me who have one cat now. And Charlie's not going to eat the food if I give him half a can and then put it in the refrigerator and give the other half a can the next day. Both Charlie and Trig never ever wanted like the cold version or even slightly heated up version. They always wanted it fresh from the can. If you have a cat that will accept it that way and isn't high maintenance like that, then the 5-ounce can can work great. And like I said, there were situations where Charlie did finish the whole can, and so it worked out great as well. A humongous thank you to RAWZ for trusting us to review their food, for sending us enough food for Ash, Addie, and Charlie all to try it and try it more than once. That's another thing, that if you ever see someone reviewing a product, make sure that they're not just giving them one can of food, because I don't know what your experience has been, but my experience is that Charlie and Trig would eat one can can, but then they might not eat it again if it was served again. So it's really important to me as a cat owner who is promoting a product like this to seriously do it as I would a cat owner. And I'd want the person reviewing it to do what I'd want as a cat owner, which is trying several different cans of the same flavor, same formula to see if they truly do like it. And the palatability of RAWZ is pretty remarkable. Every single time Charlie went for it. And that's remarkable when you have a kidney cat who might be nauseated and not want to eat. And every single time he was interested in it. Ash and Addie were also interested, but the problem that we encountered with them is they needed a little bit of topper, and that might not be RAWZ. That might be entirely a Jenny problem, because when I come over, I give them treats and they're used to that. And so if I'm present, which I was filming, then they're expecting their treats. And so we'd have to put a little sprinkle on top. But that's also like a really great way to get your cat to try something. Like take a little freeze-dried treat and sprinkle it on top to see if it will get them to try it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.